Hello YouTube, Jazza here. So, shall we talk about Lady Gaga? Yes! I think our lady did a pretty good job at the Super Bowl. I was thoroughly entertained. She fake jumped off some things, wore some shoulder pads, actually jumped off of some things. I was very entertained. So I went to bed at about like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning in the United Kingdom, and then woke up, and apparently what she'd just done was an overtly political act against Donald Trump, which I disagree with. Let's be clear here. Everything really is political. Beyonce singing a song about black empowerment and black identity at the Super Bowl when there is a massive crisis with the relationship between the police and people of colour in the US, that is political. MIA flipping the bird during Madonna's halftime show a few years ago, that is political. And to a certain extent, Lady Gaga singing about LGBTQ plus rights with her song Born This Way in this year's Super Bowl is political, in a way. I just think that she is being given too much credit for something that wasn't that hard to do. Sorry, not sorry. I understand the desire and the need for us to see our role models and the people that we look up to standing up for political views that we believe in, especially in a time when Donald Trump is basically instigating the apocalypse. I'm by no means saying that there was nothing political about Gaga's halftime show at the Super Bowl. BuzzFeed were kind enough to break down everything that they deemed as political in her 15-minute performance. First of all, she started off with a rendition of This Land Is Our Land and had blue drones for when she said this land is my land, and when she said this land is your land, there were red drones, which, I mean, artistry, very pretty, nice use of colour. She could have made this a really powerful statement though by using a different version of the song and not using a watered down, mass-pleasing version of it. In the original version of the song that never made it to the actual recording, there's a part that goes, there was a big high wall there that tried to stop me. The sign was painted, said private property, but on the backside it didn't say nothing. This land was made for you and me. That would have been a kick, like flipping the bird at Donald Trump. That would have been brilliant. But no, she chose to go safe. It also doesn't pass me by that Born This Way is a political song. It's a song about queer and racial identity. No matter gay, straight or bi, lesbian, transgendered life, no matter black, white or beige, cholo or orient maid. In the current climate, those are powerful things to be saying when there is a racist president and there is a vice president who believes that gay people could be cured through conversion therapy. But again, the political oomph of the song was taken out. The introduction that goes, it doesn't matter if you love him or capital H-I-M. Why was that taken out? Why was that removed when that could have made a really strong statement? I get what you're saying and why you're saying it. Or at least what I'm assuming you're saying. We should accept what we can get, right? Our allies are speaking out for the queer community and communities of colour. Obviously, that's not mine. I'm really white. I'm just queer. But the thing with allies to any community is that their activism should never be convenient or easy. Lady Gaga's activism, if you want to call this performance activism, was convenient and it compromised, and we deserve more from our allies. What's more, artists in the past have done this better. They've dissented, really dissented, riled people up, had people say, why have you made an event like this political? These events are political in their very essence, in their very being. Just by existing, having millions of people watching these events makes them political. And a true ally takes advantage of that and doesn't just compromise. Gaga had her hands tied because of contracts and because of artistic license that she had to hand over to the people who were organising the Super Bowl. But when you compare her singing some of her old tracks to Macklemore and Madonna singing about same love and same-sex marriage, and then Queen Latifah marrying 34 gay couples, at the Grammys before gay marriage was legalized across the United States. That was powerful, that was dissenting, and that got people talking. When you saw Beyonce in the 2015 VMA Awards standing in front of the word feminist, had everybody talking for weeks and weeks, like, that was powerful, that was dissent, that was political performance and political activism. I don't think that Gaga's performance falls into that category. And I think that if we're looking for our allies to stand up for us, it should be more than just convenient for them. And we should expect more from them. We, the queer community, and other communities, deserve pearls. We deserve gold, and we're rummaging around on the floor looking for breadcrumbs that have just been scattered in the wake of Lady Gaga jumping off of some scaffolding. What's more, in order for dissidence and activism to be powerful, it has to inconvenience somebody, and it has to be noticed by the people that you're trying to stand up to. And when Mike Huckabee and Ivanka Trump can tweet that they loved her performance, how is that sending a message to the powers that be? It's not because they're stupid. Those are smart people that probably know what true dissidence would be. We saw a neutered Lady Gaga there, and that's sad, because she is a fantastic advocate of so many communities. She's a brilliant lady, but I think that if we want our role models to be standing up for us, we should be asking and expecting a lot from them. Enjoy Lady Gaga's performance, love the fact that she slayed, yes. But don't call this political, because this was the performance equivalent and the activism equivalent of somebody retweeting on Twitter. But enough about my opinions. Tell me what you think. Do you think Gaga is getting a bad rap from certain people? Do you think people are being too forgiving for her because of the history that she has in activism for the queer community? I would love to hear what you think, even if you disagree with me. Please do comment below and tell me how much you hate my beard, and I'd be so much more handsome if I shaved it off. I love hearing that. If you would like to hear more political, queer, identity stuff from me, then subscribe. That'll be up there. Or watch one of my other videos. I sometimes talk about Trump, and sometimes I dance around in dresses and lip sync to things. I am such a versatile performer. My name is Jazza. Follow me on Twitter because it validates me. I'm going to go now. Toodaloo.